These planer boxes I'm going to be making in this video only take 5 cedar fence pickets, which for me was only about $10 or $11 total. The first thing I'm going to do is get all 4 legs cut to size and assembled. Okay, as you can see, I have 4 that are ripped down to 2 inches, and then 4 that are ripped to 1 3/8, and that's because these are supposed to be 5/8 thick at least. So when I put those together, we have 2 inches here, 2 inches here, nice square legs. So now I just have some tight bond 3 and some stainless brad nails, gonna get the pieces joined together. And these ends don't have to be perfect because I am gonna cut angles on these after they're put together. Do some compound angles, and it's just a lot easier for you guys following the plans and everything. We can go ahead and just put them together square and then cut both pieces at the same time. Like I said, I'm going to cut some compound angles on these, so as you can see, I made sure not to nail real close to the end because I'm going to be cutting this off. Now that I've got all these put together, I can go ahead and go through and cut all the compound angles on both the bottom and top. And that brings up why I really wanted to make this video. It's that time of year, my Facebook marketplace is flooded with planer boxes, but I noticed they're all the same, just small square cut boxes, and literally they're all the same. And when you get into that, it's kind of just a battle of who has the lowest price, and no one wants to get in a competition to who can make the least amount of money. And I mentioned this before when I started this channel making the wooden American flags. I said, if there's other people making them, don't worry about beating their price, beat their quality, do something better, do something more unique. So that's really what I want to do here for you guys, offer up some free plans and do something different. When it comes to cutting these compound angles, because the legs are going to just splayed out in both directions like that, if you have to, just to save yourself some confusion, go ahead and set the 4 legs up how you want, and then just mark them. We're going to angle out like that, so we're going to have to cut this outside corner off in both directions. So just go ahead and go through and mark all 4 to make sure you don't get anything mixed around. All the angles on this project are a simple 5 degrees. It's all the same. So first I'm going to bevel the saw head. Get that set to 5. And then I'm also going to adjust the miter to 5 degrees. So then I'll set my piece on here, and as you can see with the blade, I'm going to be cutting more off of that outside corner, which is what I want, so I have the leg on here correct. So really you can just take your time, make sure you have your piece and your blade all set up before you go make the cut. With that cut, just showing you the difference between the square one that's not cut yet. As you can see, we're angling out this way and that way, all with that one cut. So now I can go ahead and get the rest of the other 3 cut. I can't hold all 4 of these up at the same time, but as you can see, all the angles on the bottom are cut. Now I can set a stop block up to make sure they're all the same length and cut the matching angle on the top. The top is different though, in the sense that we're going to be cutting off these outside corners on both sides and then the inside face here. So then after we make our cut, the top of our box is level. I'm not going to change the angles on the saw at all. I'm just going to change how I'm holding the leg. We're going to hold it up on the fence like that. So as you can see, we're cutting these outside corners like we want, as opposed to when we did the bottom, we had it on the saw like this. So not changing the angles at all, just changing how we hold the leg on here. Like I said, it's not too difficult once you take your time and just make sure you're getting everything lined up how you're supposed to. Really, that was the most difficult part of the project, and we're already through that, so not too bad. Now we just got to cut all the slats to size that go in between all the legs, and these are just simple 5-degree miter cuts on both ends, and obviously we'll get smaller as we work down. When it comes to cutting these slats to size, really the top one is the only one you have to follow the plans with. That's just kind of tricky to get a tape measure on this inside edge. Just line. I already cut the 5-degree here, so I'm just gonna make a mark where it's flush right there, and I can cut that. And cut that. I went ahead and quickly got these all sanded. And then this is an additional optional step. Of course, not completely necessary, but it just, because these fence pickets are not perfect by any means. So I just got a small roundover bit here to run in between on both edges in between the boards. Kind of just creates another detail and takes away some of the roughness and imperfections. One last cut I need to make before I can get this all assembled is just stripping a small 5-degree bevel. And really I only have to do it on the top board. As you can see, when I put that in here, it made it flush on the front. Sticks up there on the inside edge. So we got to rip that at a 5-degree bevel so it's all flush with the top of the legs. These two pieces that I just cut are for the bottom, and you can adjust the length of these. If you want to fill this whole thing with dirt, the shorter you cut these so they drop all the way down, you can do that. Mine is going to be about halfway. I just got the 5-degree bevel on both ends, and really all you got to do is just drop it in here. And 2 of the planks is going to leave some space in between them for drainage. And I'm going to put fabric in here too. Easy peasy. Last but not least, we just got to cut and put the top cap on. All right, that's it. Like I said, a different design than everyone else is doing, but still really quick and easy to do. I'm just gonna run up and get some rattle can finish, and then I got some liner to put on the inside. But be sure to grab the free plans down below. Just do me a favor, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not already. And when you're on my site, just check out all the other plans I have. That's really the best way to support me, and I really appreciate it. Until next time, take care.